Hello, welcome everyone. I'm RxOliver, these are my friends, and tonight we're playing Fallout. This is Secrets of the Verdant Vale, Session 8. We are in the third and likely last session of Chapter 3, Depths of Deceit. I'm here with Matthew, David, Max, and Jeff. Welcome back, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Be back.
So, last time we were in the wet, dark, destroyed maintenance tunnels below Genetitech laboratories, doing navigation checks to find your way through them. And we're doing them in order, and Turok, Grandslam, Brock and Happy have done theirs. So we're on to Demglow next. The last one was you found a camp, and you succeeded in a test there which will give you a lower complication range. So at the moment, before that, your complication range was 16 to 20. Now your complication range is 17 to 20. We must remember that all site-based tests, unless assisted by a light, are -3 in those tunnels. So remember, when doing anything, you've got to describe what light you're using and how, or it'll be +3 difficulty.
Right. And it's to find our way in the darkness, right?
Yes. Find your way in the darkness. Okay. You're next.
I was
Jeff?
gonna say, I know that Glow had a light source. Did somebody else have a light source on them?
Two of you have power armor.
Two have power
Yeah,
armor, and
I have power armor and I have a lantern.
He has that the nuclear lantern.
And the lantern lights up one zone away from you, so you can light up a zone at medium range, a zone of your choice. The power armor lights up your own zone.
Can I borrow your lantern for the time being, then?
Sure, you can have my lantern. But it's my turn, right?
Yes, you're going to do the next navigation test. Now, we're doing them alone, and they're difficulty 3. And you're going to describe to me what kind of things you're doing to find your way around in this dark, dank, overgrown with strange plants, wet, drowned, flooded maintenance tunnels. How are you finding your way through them? You describe to me what you're doing, and then I'll set the test.
So, Dimglow isn't going to use his perception because, well, my perception's horrible. But so is my speech. I think he would just try to he would start thinking, and he knows he's been in building, he knows a bit about the building, and he's just going to start a guess, like when he has been through the building, trying to get some kind of layout in his mind, build a sort of map.
That sounds like
which would be the most logical place, which would be the most logical direction to go from here on.
So that sounds like intelligence survival to me. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's what he's going to do.
Okay, so it's intelligence survival difficulty 3. There's
Okay,
no assist, you've got to do it.
Okay, so intelligence survival difficulty 3. And what's our AP situation?
0 and I've
0.
got 34.
Let's just buy one more from you.
Buy one more.
Actually, let's buy 2 more.
Put me up to a nice
Okay,
round
1 more.
36. 6 times 6. Appreciate it.
So intelligence survival and 2d6s.
Oh, so you're buying 3, sorry. That was 3 you bought, wasn't it? 3 points
No, I
for
bought
Yeah.
2.
3
I bought
action
2,
points
it
for
costs
2
me
dice.
3 AP.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
gives
yeah.
you 3 AP, yeah.
Oh, you got
Yeah,
2
3 AP,
successes. Okay, and you've got 2 complications. Would you like to spend any luck?
I no longer have any luck because I spent it all to become the alpha.
Okay. That's fine. We still progress, but you've got 2 complications. We weren't doing assists last time, were we? When we did these tests.
No. These are all individual.
These were individual. Yeah. Okay. So you'll still progress. You'll still move through the tunnels, but you're going to deal with a couple of complications first.
Sure.
I'd like you to roll a d8 because I've got them on a random table.
Okay. 1d8.
We don't roll
right
d8s playing Fallout, so let's have these on a random table. Number 5. Okay. So the next test that you guys will do will be a difficulty 5. The next navigation test will be difficulty 5 because of this complication. This one's called Wrong Path. Let me just find it.
That's what I get for spending all my luck to kill an alpha while we should have just run.
Hey, I ran.
You discover that you've been travelling in circles. On the extended test regains 5 effort. So it's okay, we're not doing the extended test, but we're doing the number of complications. So your next rolls will be, your next test that the person does will be 5 difficulty. But we have done that complication. Now for your second one, roll a d8.
Okay. So another d8?
Another d8.
Yeah.
So you got 2 complications. We're dealing with 2 complications. Number 4. Okay. The PC that rolled the complication suddenly steps into a hole in the floor, hidden beneath the murky water. They suffer 4 combat dice, piercing 1, radioactive, physical damage from the unexpected plunge. And the next skill test made as a part of the extended test suffers an increased difficulty of +1. That would make it 6. So I'm just gonna, instead of that, I'm gonna gain an action point, and it'll remain at 5. But you will take 4 combat dice. You can roll those.
Okay.
The 4 damage.
Go to my sheets.
Now this isn't happening in the same area. I've not moved you around the map. This is happening in
Okay.
different areas, obviously.
Which
but
body parts? My legs, probably.
It's on the legs, yes.
Well, my power armor.
Well, no, you
much-
you fall through a hole. So roll a d20.
Okay.
You fall. It's going to be on a specific body part. It's not necessarily your legs. 17 is one of your legs.
Okay. Well, so my power armor just blocks that.
Yeah, it does. You'll not take any damage, and you don't take the radiation or anything from it. In fact, do you?
No.
Okay.
Well, my power armor blocks radiation, and I also have a resistance of 1 radiation, so I can absorb it to a rat.
There was only
point
one effect anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I've just been blessed by Adam. Thank you for this complication.
Well, apart from that, you've made the next test for the next PC much more difficult.
Well, I've been blessed. They don't believe in Adam, so all makes sense.
Okay.
Adam,
Next up, we go back to the top of the initiative order with Turok, and I want Max to explain to me what Turok's doing this time. When it's going to be, maybe bear in mind it's a difficulty 5, so explain that what you're doing that's so difficult to find your way around.
Let's see.
It's difficult because we're lost, so
You are lost.
yeah, get us unlost.
In fact, before you do that, Max, before you even do that, let me do something.
I don't know if you guys can hear my dog snoring in the background.
I did hear it very, very slightly there. It's not enough that you need to mute your mic though. It's pretty funny. If that's what that was, it's really funny. And I'm going to actually hide the areas you've been in before to kind of show how lost you are.
Now, I get that we can't assist, but he does have dog. Does dog get?
I
to
would say
assist
his
him?
dog can assist him. Yeah, that's fair actually. So, you guys are here now. lost.
Yeah. So what it does is that if I get my dog to help me assist or whatever we're doing down here, it lowers the difficulty by 1.
We could just lower the difficulty by 1 down to 4 then.
Isn't this the elevator where we started?
As long as you're doing it... No, it's not. As long as you're doing
Okay.
something that the dog can assist with, Max, you still got to explain what kind... Because you tell me what you're doing, and then I'll tell you what role that is. So tell me what's Turok doing to get you guys unlost, and how is the dog helping?
So we're down here. What was the reason that we were coming down here, anyways?
The reason you came to Genetech in the first place, or the reason you've come down here?
Yeah, to this area.
The reason you came down here?
Forced down here.
You were forced down here by the things.
Locked down
The-
upstairs.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know about that.
There was a lockdown, and you got forced down here by the Nightstalkers. I keep forgetting their name. The Nightstalkers.
Nightstalkers, yeah.
But also,
Okay,
you're following a trail of clues about what's going on at Genetech as well.
Yeah.
Should be able to get the handouts at any time.
Okay, and wasn't there any of the whatever these group guys, like the wardens, whatever they call themselves? Is there some of them down this area?
You found one. Did you find one?
I think we found a camp.
Yeah, you
I think
found
we
a
found a
camp. Let me remind myself if there was anybody there.
I think there was a body or something.
No, you had
there or
found
something.
You did find the second thing you found down here was an entangled warden. You have found a corpse of a warden, and in fact, your PC companion, what's her name, Clara, she knew that person. Their name was Henry Thicket. So you have found one down on this level, a corpse.
Okay. Yeah, this is. My best thing I'm thinking is survival. I don't really
Yep.
know how.
I mean, survival's the go-to in Fallout anyway. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you're racking your brains how you're going to get us out of here. Then, so give us an intelligence survival, and it's difficulty 4. You've got your dog's not assisting. Your dog brought the difficulty down, so it's just you rolling it. You can use action points if you want, though.
I think the dog's thing is that it does both. Like when
Does
it
it?
assists, it
Does
also
it?
gives benefit of.
Oh, okay. And I'll take that then. So the dog rolls an assist, and it'll just be mind other for the dog,
Okay.
and the difficulty comes down to 4. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Honestly, I think I'm gonna fail this because my intelligence is a 4. So. Yeah.
It's fail forward, so you're still going to progress the story if you do fail, but with more complications.
Yeah. I'm just gonna roll it. I'm not worried about it.
Okay. So you got 1 and no complications. So you're 3 short because it's difficulty 4. So we're going to do 3 complications. So roll a d8. It is number 6. Okay, we've not done number 6 yet. Oh, okay. It's a fun one. Time for a swim. The PCs encounter a sunken, winding, pitch-dark tunnel which requires a swim to navigate. Each PC must make an agility athletics or an endurance athletics 2 to emerge safely on the other side. Failure results in suffering 3 dice radiation damage due to ingesting some of the filthy water. And then complications can do all sorts of other stuff. So, time for a swim, gents. Who would like to roll first? It's agility athletics 2 or an endurance athletics 2.
I mean, Dimplow's got his power armor, which blocks all air-based stuff, right?
Does that mean you can just walk through it if you've got functioning
Yeah,
power
because they're
armor?
vacuum sealed.
It does,
But
yeah.
yeah. So what it is that I could ride on top of one of them. It's like, hey, give me a lift, and they can go like that.
Nah, I'm not having that. 2 of them are already getting away with it because they've got power armor. That's already half of the party not having to do this one. So the other ones are, and the dog,
No, I
the
give one of
dog
the
is going to
dogs-
have to roll.
Yeah. I just say give the dog and.
The dog's going to have to roll dice, but I'll let you spend action points on the dog as well. So Dimglow, you don't have to go. Happy, you don't have to go because you're wearing power armor. Who would like to go first?
I'm gonna swim first to try to get us a little bit of AP.
You doing agility or endurance?
For sure.
Okay, so agility, athletics 2.
Happy has been blessed by Adam as well.
I think I'm also going to 3 AP.
I'll give you a leaflet after the session.
You're spending 3. Okay, 41.
I want to get down there first so that I can
Okay.
grab.
So you gain 3 action points.
What goes wrong?
Well, you're immune to radiation, anyways.
And you make it through.
That's the other reason why I'm going first. There's a lot of reasons why I'm going first.
You're immune to radiation also, yeah.
Me and the power armor people are ready to grab you guys if you're gonna get swept past us. That's the plan.
Okay, Max.
We're forming a line.
You and the dog have both got to go, but I will allow you to spend full action points on the dog as well, but it will need to roll separately because it's got different stats and stuff. There's not an assist on this. So you're going to go first or you're going to send the dog first?
I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
So you say survival agility?
It's
Or
endurance athletics or agility athletics, whichever you prefer.
Okay.
Difficulty 2.
Okay. I'm gonna buy 1 die.
Okay, well you've got your own action points, so you can just spend one of your own now.
Yeah.
Is that tagged? No, so you've only got 1. You got any luck?
Yep. I got 1 left. I'm not gonna use it.
You're not going to use it. So you're just going to take radiation damage. It's not the end of the world. It's 3 combat dice of radiation damage due to swallowing some of the filthy water. So roll me 3 damage dice. It's not going to kill you. Take 3 radiation damage. So that comes off the top of your hit points bar, remember.
Radiation never killed someone. Just glowing blessings.
Radiation killed lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of people in this universe, mate. Millions of them.
Use a luck point to try to roll them down to blanks.
So you do make it across, but you swallow some radiated water and you take 3 points of radiation damage. Now the dog may attempt to swim across.
3 blessings.
So it'll just be body other with the dog, I guess. Yeah, body other.
Mhm.
Is it damage or is it max HP reduction? Because I think it's max HP.
It's both. So you lose.
It's both, yeah.
He loses 3 hit points, but he also gets 3 points off the top of his
Aren't
bar.
it just the effects that lower the max HP? I think it's the effect.
I thought it lowers the max. But it says you usually take all of the other damage first and then lower the max for the thing. I think it just lowers your max.
Wait. So the dog made it easy. You spent 1 action point only. The dog made it easy with 1 left over. So you get an action point back. So the dog is safely over. The other 2 of you have power armor. So you can get across, no bother. We've got to roll for Warden Clara now. Would you like to spend any of your action points on her, gentlemen?
The moral thing would be.
Depends on how bad her athletics is.
I don't mind telling you. I don't mind telling you.
Is she in her ability to?
Our agility and her endurance are the same. They're both 7, and her athletics is 2, not tagged. So she's got a 9 with no tags.
We should probably get her to use some.
Yeah, we'll give her 1. We'll throw an action point into it.
Okay, I'll roll it.
At least 1, just so we can.
Yeah.
And we're doing endurance or agility athletics, right? Oh, I forgot to roll the extra dice. She's got the 2 successes. Let me just roll another d20. She's got 3 successes. So you guys get an action point back. and she makes it over as well.
Hey, we did it.
That's your first complication. So,
Oh, gee.
you may roll another d8, Max. For your next time.
Forgot that that's just a complication for navigating through this. That's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, right. Oh boy.
It's just complications galore, and I love it.
I thought, oh, he doesn't have a light, does he?
Oh yeah, I forgot to even add the pluses for your vision on those guys. Forgot to even do that. I'll remember next time. Those should have been +3 difficulty for some of you. Okay, yeah, just a d8 please, Max, for the random complications table. Number 2 we've already had, so we're going to have number 9, which wasn't one from the thing. This is one that I made up. Let me decide where it's going to happen.
Number 9 on the D8. Watch
number
out,
9
guys.
on the D8, exactly.
That's always a rough one.
Yeah, number 9 on the D8 is always a bastard. That's the one you've just got. So I'll quickly draw some zones, first of all, guys. You will bear with me just a moment, it won't take me long. These lines are too thick. I will change it in a second. Here we go. Right, I'm going to move you guys first just so I can see kind of what size of people I'm working with. Right, okay. Let me draw some more lines then. Move you back here. Bear with us, folks, this will only take a couple of minutes to draw. We need to do zones. It's a random encounter, so I didn't have this prepared. That looks good. I'm happy with that. It's a very lazy job, but I'll take it. Okay. So as you're lost in these tunnels, I am going to hide the last area again. And then we're going to reveal a new one. You are over here now. See that?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
And the next encounter is going to be a fun one.
A rat roach.
A rad roach, you wish. Okay, I don't see why. Don't know why I'm not getting the. Oh, it's because I'm moving the wrong thing. Right, okay. That should have done it. Now, there we go.
Oh, actually, this is great. They have fusion cells, right?
They do.
We needed those.
You see,
Praise Adam.
Praise Adam, he provides once
a
more.
couple of Genetitech brand again Sentry Bots, and so they've got the white brand, the white with the logo branding of Genetitech, but this time they're not as busted up, and they seem to be having a conversation with each other. And as you stumble around the corner, they turn to look at you, and there's no surprise because you're both. In fact, I'll say you're both just as surprised as each other, so no one's going to get a sneak attack, but we do initiative. So let me just pop one of their initiatives up. I need to get a character sheet for them. Now you've got a fight on your hands, boys.
I only see 3 fusion cells.
Let me tell you.
I had to improvise once again.
And improvise once.
if you say so, boys. If you say so. Turok goes first. These things hit hard, and you've got a dog to try and keep alive. Turok, what are you gonna do?
Tell the dog to back off, and I'm just gonna take a shot.
Okay. Let's call him 1 and the other one 2. So which one are you shooting?
I'm just gonna shoot one.
Cool. 5 and 11 is 2 successes. That's a scoped combat rifle. What's the range on that?
Medium.
Medium. So you needed 2 successes because it's 2 zones away. You may roll the damage. 5. Okay, so these things have... Oh, they've got 6 physical and 5 energy all over. So would you like to spend a luck and re-roll 3 of them?
No.
Nope. Okay. So would you like to take a second action, a second major action, or move?
Nope. I'm fine where I'm at.
Cool. The Sentry Bots are going to attack. So this one, not so fast. You're gonna spend a luck to go first.
Oh yes.
I thought you might. I thought you might.
To the rescue.
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna make my way between these dudes.
Okay.
And
Go for number 1.
Trying to rotate myself for flavor. I guess I'll get around to it. But I'm gonna just target one of them. I'm gonna target his. They have like a missile launcher arm, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna target missile arm on the first one.
Okay.
And I'll.
So it's difficulty 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you 1 AP to add 2 extra dice.
Okay. So you hit him. You hit the part you want. Roll the damage.
Boy. I'm actually trying to decide if I want to. I want to use some rerolls to try to get AP. I'm going to use my blitz roll.
That's 2 more complications. Oh, wait a minute, Jeff. Because light source. No, they're lit up. They've got a light source. They're fine. They've got a light source. They're lit up. They're robots. You're fine. Sorry, I was thinking about the light.
I'm gonna reroll the 19 first anyway.
Okay, so that's another success for an action point.
And definitely I don't have a beer. I'm going to use my. I'm going to also use the reroll for my my once per scene reroll for having my baseball uniform.
Okay. And it was worth it. You got another 1 success. So that's 2 action points gained.
Beautiful. I am gonna do some damage to this guy. I hope. I'm not spending any action points to increase it. But...
That's pretty solid. 8 with 1 vicious. So 9 with 3 piercing. Okay. So you go through 3, right? Okay, what body part?
I targeted his missile.
You went for his missile launcher, didn't you? Right. Yes. So they have 6 physical, and you go through 3 of it. So you've got 8 versus 3. So 5 goes through. So you
9 versus 3 because of the
9 versus 3. Yeah. So 6 goes through. So you do manage to take out. You manage to injure the missile launcher arm. Well done. Let me put up something on that to signify you've done that. Well done. That was wise.
I'm going to spend 2 AP to attack again.
Yep.
I am going to do the same thing to his neighbor there.
Wise.
I have to give you some AP though, because it's going to be difficulty 3.
It is going to be difficulty 3.
And do we do a full send, boys?
I think you might want to.
Yeah,
We need to destroy that missile launcher, so yeah.
Yeah.
So I get again 6. Wow. You got him though.
Success.
You got him. You got him. So right, that one does it again. So because it's 6 with 4 vicious is 10.
Yeah,
ignoring all of it. So 10 ignoring all of it. So 10 damage on his missile launcher.
That's all I got, guys. It was the best I could do.
No, that was pretty wise, Jeff. I'm quite impressed.
Yeah.
You took out the missile launcher on both of them. That's pretty impressive. Now, it is their turns. So obviously they're not going to use their missile launcher. They're going to immediately look at you. And this one's going to use... let me check. Oh, the range is medium on his chain gun. So he's going to be difficulty 3 to hit you. So I guess I'm going to have to start spending some of these action points. So I'll spend 6 to do a full send on his chain gun at you. Ho 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 ho, look at that.
Oh no. Yeah. Oh, sweet Jesus.
So I get 2 back. 45. 44. Okay. Also, when a Sentry Bot enters a scene, immediately generate 1 action point. So I get 2 action points for 2 of them having entered the scene as well. So he's got 5 successes on that, Jeffrey, my boy. 8.
Keep that down.
8 with burst and spread 2 times. Okay, but you've got a lot of damage reduction all over, eh?
Yeah, my head is my only spot that has less than an 8.
I missed the head, so that's not going to do anything, is it?
Brock's going to eat all the bullets.
I'm going to target your head this time with the other guy. So the other guy...
Watch out the ripple.
The other guy's going to turn and point his chain gun at you. And I'm going to target your head this time, so my difficulty is 4. So I guess I'm going to spend 6 action points. Because my difficulty is 4 this time. Let's go. Got ya. No. No, that's a shit roll for the damage. No.
Yes. And once again.
Standing there, immobile in the hail of gunfire, just bullets spraying, ricocheting everywhere. The dark tunnels just have sparks flying through the air.
It's like that Batman movie scene where he walks up to the guy shooting him in the dark.
Yeah, it's exactly like that.
Yeah.
Brock, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm Brockman.
Now,
Brockman.
Brockman.
it's your turn, Happy. In your newfound power armor, what are you gonna do?
That's a great question.
Now, because of the diagonal, it's only... Going on, why can't I pick up a person? Am I on the wrong layer?
I also can't pick up people.
No, I think
I was gonna move, but it won't let me.
You're on the wrong layer.
Oh, there I am. Okay.
For some reason, you were on the wrong layer. So, because it's diagonals, it's only 1 zone to move across, for example. But to shoot it, it's 2. Because there's a diagonal, it's technically only 1 zone to move across it. But if you are shooting across it, it's 2.
All right, I'm gonna come over here and what's it to? I can attack their miniguns because he already killed the missile launchers or damaged them rather.
Yeah, you can target their miniguns if you want.
Does that raise the difficulty at all or?
Yeah,
yes, by 1.
Okay. Make sure I don't have perks that make it so I don't have to care, but I'm pretty sure I don't.
That was wise, Jeff, taking out those 2 miniguns.
Yeah.
Like, If these
Pretty
guys,
much
if
saved
these
us.
guys get their taking out the 2 rocket launchers, sorry, if these guys shoot their 2 rocket launchers on you, it's a difficult encounter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather we not all take all of the damage.
Like 10 damage, didn't it?
All in the same zone, all taking it. The brutal one.
Damage
Yeah.
all in the same zone.
Be pretty terrible.
Terrible.
Thank God Rock has luck. I guess
I mean, they're
I'll.
horrible in Fallout Survival as well, so...
Oh, they're horrible.
I guess
They're
I
horrible
will-
sentry bots, and I gave you 2 of them. Because you guys are tough. You know what you're doing.
I'll full send it.
Ho ho ho
We need
ho.
it. We still need it. Fusion cells, so it's
true.
perfect.
Wow, coming down with the axe.
Wow. Okay, so you gain 3 because you needed 2.
Yeah.
And you hit him on his minigun arm.
Yes. And I'll roll some damage for you.
That axe is a legendary weapon, so it does quite a few dices.
Indeed. Bam.
Bam.
2,
Okay.
4, 6. So 8.
It's 8 with 1 piercing,
on
right?
the-
Which body? Oh, on the minigun, so it's got 6 physical, so it's got, you're ignoring 1, so you're doing 8 against 5 reduction, so you do 3 damage on that body part.
I tried.
You did. That was a move
Well, I
and a
guess
major action, though.
But I guess I'll spend 2
there
to
i-
go again.
There is 2, yes.
Right. I guess if I attack the minigun again, it already has damage on it. So if I get more damage on it, would it work?
No,
Or-
it's only, you only
damage.
take out, or you only get an injury if it's 5 or more damage in 1 attack.
at once.
Yeah, at once.
I gotcha.
You can always try again and roll better for the damage, though.
That is true.
But it's difficulty 3 this
absolutely.
time.
Oh, it won't be because I have Action Boy actually.
Ooh, check you out with the best perk in the game.
Yeah. Hey.
Also, I don't know
Hey.
if you might have better criticals. I don't know how much luck Happy has. Like, you could be able to spend a luck point to do an injury.
I don't think he does have better perks.
I do, but I'm out of luck because I had to use a lot to keep alive and breathe.
Excellent. I love that you guys are out
so,
of luck
yeah.
and you've got a complication range of 3. It's setting up the end of this chapter fantastically for me.
What's our AP at now? 0. I guess,
We're just
0.
zero after second attack.
I guess I'll full send it again then.
Well, up to
Try and do
52,
this
boys.
Bam!
Bam.
Did it again.
So you gain 2. you get 2 back. Well done. Now remember, this is melee damage. You can spend action points on extra dice. So you could spend up to 2 action points here for up to 2 extra damage dice.
I think I will.
Okay. Now that's more
Bam.
like it. That's 10
Yeah, there we go.
with 5
Piercing
piercing.
five.
So it's only got 1 down. Well, yeah, it doesn't matter. Well, you've hit the minigun, right? So it's got only 1 damage reduction. You're ignoring 5 of it with 10, so you do 9 damage to that body part. So you do take out its minigun, and it's looking pretty busted up. It's smokes and sparks coming out all over it. It's pretty fucked up.
Like I'm a weird hybrid of Brock and
Technically, they can still use these weapons, but it's just a +2 difficulty, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They
Alright,
can still
fine,
use
fair.
it. It's +2 difficulty.
That's fair.
Okay. Alpha Brother Deacon Dr. Dimglow.
So Dimglow is going to the sparkly one with his hammer, and he's going to, well, make an attack with it. Dimglow keeps getting titles. That's perfect.
So both its weapon arms are like busted up, bucked. So you're just going for a general hit and just on it. You're not increasing difficulty to pick a body part.
No, I'm not picking a body part. We have 0 AP in the party pool, right?
There's 0 AP in the party pool.
I'm gonna buy 1,
Ooh, okay.
just to be sure.
53. Loving it. Oh,
Ah,
that's.
my gamble pays off.
Oh yeah. Well, you only needed 1, so you gained 3.
Okay, but I needed it for another attack, obviously.
True.
Oh, by the way, I think I positioned myself between the 2 instead of next to it.
Right. Okay.
Just-
Yeah. Yeah. You can go anywhere in the zone.
I'm going to... I'm not gonna buy additional damage die.
Oh, that's quite a lot. So that's 7 with 4 vicious, so that's 11 with 4
piercing and 4 breaking.
Right, which body part do you hit? Just so we know what this looks like. Because you have killed it. Torso. So describe what that looks like, David, as you finish this one off when you bust its torso.
So its arm is hanging there, completely destroyed, and Dimglow charges forward with his hammer, hitting it straight in the middle of the chest and causing the whole thing to just crash down backwards and collapse entirely. Then Dimglow turns around and he's gonna spend 2 AP for an additional major action, and he's going to try hitting it with the other side of his hammer.
Great. Just try and hit it with the momentum of turning around 180.
Yeah.
Give it full momentum, full swing. Love it.
So I spent 2 AP for an additional major action.
Yep.
Do I have action boy? I believe I do on this character, or don't I?
Anybody who doesn't have action boy isn't paying attention to the rules.
I am paying attention to the rules because Toby has it, but it just
you run the game. You should know.
It just doesn't fit with Dimglow's aesthetic, so that's why I have it.
Fucking aesthetic, everybody should have action boy.
Brad's got no room in the builds. Maybe at level 30.
I'm gonna spend my last AP for an additional d20s to hit this guy.
And you've got him. And gain 3 action points.
And this time I'm gonna convert 1 AP into an additional damage die.
Okay.
There we go.
Boom. Oh, that's 9 with 5, so 14 with 5 piercing.
And let's see which body part.
So you're ignoring all but 1 of its damage reduction. So it's 1 damage reduction on 14, so you're doing 13 damage on its head.
Okay. And it's breaking as well.
So you cripple that body part, its head, which gives it +2 difficulty on everything that it does. Also, it's stunned. How much damage did I say?
14, I believe.
Yeah, 14 and then
14. Yeah, 14.
Yeah. He's dead.
Yeah. So I hit the first one in the chest and I cause it to fall down, and then I just bash the second one's head in, just causing it all to crumble in, like the whole casing has been pushed inwards.
There you go. Easy as that, boys, eh? Nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about at all. And it's time to tinker open these robots and get the fusion cores out of them.
So, before you do, I want to say that the amount of time you've spent in these tunnels so far, in between last session and this session, is going to count as 1 scene. Now, that's in 1 scene for you and for Happy, so that's you both down 1 fusion core charge.
Okay.
On your power armors.
I kind of assumed this was a new scene. I think I drank alcohol last scene, and I'm gonna have to do so again at some point.
So that's 1 scene finished there. So if we do anything else, that's another scene if you want to have alcohol again. You can scavenge, as always. You can scavenge everything. Fallout, we scavenge shit. You can salvage from a destroyed Sentry Bot with it's successful.
I want to salvage these 2, yeah.
Intelligence Science with difficulty of 1, and that yields 1 fusion core.
Alright, so it's a difficulty 1. We still have 2 AP, it seems, so I'm gonna spend 1 AP for the first test, just to be certain, because we need these fusion cores.
Remember, scavenge can always be assisted. It's a scavenge roll. You guys can assist.
True. But I need 1 success for people to actually assist.
Before they assist, yeah, that's right.
So I'll do the main stuff because I have an intelligence of 8 and a science of 4, which is tagged. It's 1 AP. I hope to generate some stuff.
Are you gonna get out your power armor, get into your lab coat, and get your bonus?
No, I'm not taking off my power armor in this place.
I mean, you've done.
But I got 4 successes anyway.
You've done well enough. You gain 3 action points from that one, and you'll gain a fusion core. Now these things have been down here a long time. That fusion core will have 1 charge left only.
Only 1.
Yeah, you're not rolling a dice to see how many it's got left.
Okay. How many charges do you have, Happy?
7.
7. Okay, I have 6. So if the next one has like 2, we'll make it even, right?
Right. Okay.
Okay, so I'm
guess,
going to open up the next one. I'm gonna spend 1 more AP to roll 3 dice. So that's 1. There we go.
Oh,
Hey, there we go.
And
very
even more
nice, David.
successes.
So you managed to get one, and I was going to say again that it's got 1, but because 2 would even you both out, what I'll say is if you can give me a luck survival with a difficulty of... Tell you what, give me a luck survival, and however many successes you get, that's how many charges this one's got.
Okay. Can I spend AP for this?
Yeah.
Well, I just generated 4 AP, so I'm gonna spend... Let's just say 1. Okay, 2 charges.
So this one has 2 charges.
Hey, there it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we won't be... Okay, so I can have that one and you can have the one?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Alright,
I just
great.
kept
So then
something with 8.
That's you both
That
up to
brings
8
me up to-
charges.
8, and it brings you up to 8 as well, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
Check you out, the Power Armor crew.
Yeah. They also give us materials, right? 2 damage die for common materials.
Oh, it's up here somewhere. 1 fusion core, 2 damage dice of common materials.
And
Plus,
each
also you
picks
can
a rare
spend
one.
AP to get extra dice on this.
I'm not gonna spend AP, but I am interested in the uncommon
And
materials.
any effects is
Roll
uncommon.
effects. Okay, so 3 common and 2 uncommons.
Yep.
We'll add those to the party pool.
Oh yeah.
I'll be writing them down in the group inventory.
Max was the last person to do the navigation check, wasn't he? Turok.
It's true.
Okay. So, it's fail forward, so we're still going to move on. We've had your 2 complications, so we move on now to Brock. Tell me, how is Brock going to make you guys unlost?
Brock's gonna roll up his sleeves and drink a beer.
It's a good
Alcohol
start.
box for this scene.
It's a good start.
But he's gonna just try to force his way there, for lack of better description. Like he wants to try to pull
Move
bars
shit
apart,
out the way, pull
lift
bar.
open
Yeah,
manhole
okay.
lids, and, there's obstructions. He wants to just push that shit out of the way to kind of try to take the most, because we're still technically kind of getting unlocked.
So you're
at
going to
this
try
point.
and unblock some blocked pathways and stuff to try and just force your way through to go out
Yeah.
as the Brock flies, Hulk smash.
yeah.
So that's going to be
The strong man.
that's going to be
direct
strength repair.
Strength repair.
Yeah, strength because you're using your strength to do it, but it's repair because you're making these unpassable ways passable again. You're repairing them. Yeah, I think strength repair for that role.
And what is our current difficulty at?
It's 3 because it was only the last one that got pushed up by 2, so it goes back to 3 for this one.
I will spend 3 AP to roll 2 more dice.
Okay. You guys are keeping track of your AP, yeah?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
doing it.
You got your 3.
3 is the number. I'm going to use my booze reroll for
For
sake
that
of not
19.
having-
Okay, we'll give yourself an action point as well then. So, we're going to do the next breakthrough. I'm going to move you on the map.
Breakthrough Brock.
Love it. Now I need to find where I have placed the encounter on the map. Got a number for it somewhere. There it is. Got an extra dim glow in the map for some reason. I've got some extra
Can never
guys
be
up
enough
there
dim
as well.
glow.
can never get enough of
Yeah.
Doctor, Mayor, Professor.
Mayor is
Deacon.
next session, probably.
Yeah.
When we get back to Diamond City.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the end of this is gonna be he's gonna be like the president. It's gonna be like absolutely insane. President, mayor, deacon.
President, Mayor,
Um,
Deacon, Alpha, Dimglow.
For some reason, your turn order emptied for me, so I'm going to close it and open it again. If you get, hang on, if you guys could pop up your initiatives again, I'd appreciate that.
Yep.
Okay, so a small room between tunnels contains tools and other maintenance items. Oh, hang on, I shouldn't have read that because the entrance is shut but not locked. So you find a small room, what looks like a maintenance or like a janitorial closet kind of room. Do you open the door? I should have asked first.
Is there a sign outside?
No.
Well, whose initiative is it? I suppose that
It's-
person should decide.
Well, it's up to you guys who does it. It was just Brock's turn to do the breakthrough.
Brock's pushing shit aside, so he opens doors, right?
Yeah, we open it.
Okay,
yeah.
so
There's a way through.
So, I'm sorry for reading it before, but yeah, when you go in, you see that there is in fact a single functional light bulb hanging from the centre of the room over a rusted workbench. The light cast by this bulb obviously is a welcome sight for you, although it is meagre. The dust on the table is disturbed, and there are several mechanical components lie scattered across the surface. It would appear that somebody's either repaired a weapon or created a makeshift one in this room and left the broken parts behind. So you find a storage room.
Is there anything salvageable?
Oh
or-
yeah, as always, there's scavenging to be done, and that's a group thing. You can do assists, so somebody can lead it and do assists, and it's for this one, it's perception survival 1 only, because it's a storage room. Things got shelves and boxes where things are in. It's an easy search.
Who's doing that?
Who would like to lead that?
Perception. I have a 5
I think-
perception.
Isn't Turok very
the
perceptive?
Leads our searchings.
I think so.
Turok?
Turok, isn't survival and perception your kind of stuff?
Yes.
You want to do a survival perception 1? And you've got
Sure.
the dog with you. You can actually reduce the difficulty on this one to a difficulty 0. So you can choose to not roll this, or you can roll 4 action points / complications if you want.
Okay.
Are you wanting to just succeed, or you want to roll?
I'm rolling.
Eyes rolling. Oh, nice. 3 action points. Okay. There is some stuff to be found in here. Turok. You can roll 12 combat dice.
That's how many mini nukes we find.
In fact, there's lots of things to roll here, so there you go. You find 11 junk. Roll me 4 combat dice now. Somebody
I'll
else can
jump
take a
to
note
the
of
group
this. There you go.
inventory.
David's got it. 4. That's 1 uncommon materials. And give me 2 more, Max. Oh, nice. That's 2 rare materials.
Okay, great.
Now, we've got some rollable tables to do. Let me pull those up. So we've got the chems, beverages, and pre-war baubles. So hang on. Chems,
Reward bubbles might have fusion cells.
beverages.
Oddities,
no.
right?
No, it's like fun stuff, like oddities, yeah.
Okay.
And the pre-war bubbles is in here. Okay, so do these one at a time. And I suppose other people can roll these as well if we want. So somebody can roll me one roll for the chems table. That's 2d20.
I'll do that one.
Great.
18 is a healing salve. Someone else then roll me 2d20 for the beverages table.
I'll roll for the beverages. Okay, someone else beat me to it, I think.
Brock's got a 28. 28 is a Brahmin milk.
Okay, how did that get there?
So that's a radiation defeater. I think the only one of you that radiation is a problem. No, there's two of you that radiation is a problem for. No, only one. It's only Turok that would be bothered by radiation, because Happy, you've got shit where you get, if you're damaged, it's good for you. Yeah. So there's a Brahmin milk. And you get one roll on the pre-war baubles table. That's a 2d20 as well.
Well, I might find something atomic related, so I'm looking for relics of atom.
13 is an engraved harmonica. In need of a good cleaning, but otherwise playable.
Atom provides.
Provides. You may
I'm going to be
spend.
adding this to my inventory, personal inventory.
You may, if you wish,
What does the
spend.
engraving say?
It's not engraved. It's just functional.
Okay. Okay. I thought you said engraved. So
Did I?
just an
No,
harmonica.
no. I don't think engraved with. Did I say that? Hang on. Maybe I did. An engraved harmonica. So it's not. It just says engraved. So I just imagine with like filigree, with like fancy pattern design, like that kind of engraved. I don't think it means engraved with a message like, "Well done, Jock, on 30
or
years
like
at
a
the
name
job."
or something.
Nah, just engraved with like fancy filigree. So if once cleaned up, would be a really nice trinket item, probably quite valuable. Okay.
It could be turned into a personal trinket in that case.
Certainly. Now you may, if you wish, spend action points, 1 action points for an extra roll on the chems or beverages tables, up to 2 times each. So you can spend up to 2 action points on extra rolls on the chems or beverages tables.
I'm good. I don't know how anybody else feels.
This one's the GM may optionally allow, but I love it. So if anybody's got them to burn, the GM may optionally allow 2 luck points to be spent. In fact, I would let you split it over 2 players if you wanted to. The GM may optionally allow 2 luck points to be spent here to find a junk jet.
I don't really need a junk jet.
No?
Yeah, nah.
As cool as it is.
And Warden Clara.
We don't want any drinks or chems.
No more drinks or chems?
Do I add them to the group inventory or does someone want them? So we got
Yeah.
Brahmin milk.
Brahmin milk and a healing salve, I think. Yeah, it was a healing
Healing
salve.
Turok might want to drink milk, and just get rid of his rad damage right now.
Yeah, and I could add a healing salve to my inventory because I also have a healing. I'm focused on medicine, so I could apply it when someone's injured.
Yeah, I'll drink the milk. I don't know how much that is.
Oh, you took radiation damage, didn't you, Turok? I don't remember off the top of my head how much it does. Does anybody remember what Brahmin milk does?
I'll quickly look in my book if I get here in time.
I'm also looking.
I think I'm gonna roll for another chem. I think we might see if we
Okay.
get a useful one. I actually have drinks up because I just looking at how the beer worked.
A nice one.
So
If
let
you
me
could
just
find
get-
that, then
Sure,
I'll
Jeff.
get the
it
drinks
heals.
table back up.
It heals 2
Jeff,
rad
just to
damage.
be sure, when I use a first aid action, is it just a stim pack or I can also use a healing salve?
I think
I'm
you
not
can
sure.
also use a healing salve. I think you can
Okay.
stack them.
I think the healing salve works different, but I don't know. I
Maybe.
just always know about the
Okay, so what were you doing drinks
If I
again?
can't use it in first aid action, then I'll give it to someone else. Otherwise, I'll use the salve.
Okay. Was
I'll keep the salve to heal people.
Okay, was that drinks again, Jeff, that one?
No, it was chems.
That was chems, right, okay. 10 on
See if my
chems is... Oh, you're going to like this, mate. It's a psycho.
Okay.
That was an action point well spent, eh?
Say yes to chems.
So yes to chems, kids.
Did we find the Brahmin milk yet?
Yeah, you got a Brahmin milk.
Yeah, but I mean.
Oh, did anybody
the
find
amount
what
of
it heals
radiation
yet?
heals.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I think Jeff said
Yeah,
2.
It heals 2.
Are you going to drink that, Max?
Yeah.
Okay, you heal 2 radiation damage. So that
I
puts
think
your...
as long as everybody's cool with it, I kind of want to spend another AP for more attempts.
Okay, you're allowed to do it one more time. So Max, you may put your top bar back up by 2, so you're only down by 1 on that now. A 22 on chems is a dirty water.
No! Dirty water and chems?
Yeah,
That's 22?
yeah, it takes up a bunch of the spaces, water and dirty water on the chems table, eh?
Oh!
That wasn't an action point well spent, eh?
No.
You're lamenting that one, eh? You're not happy about that one, eh? Okay,
Yeah,
well, we move
I guess
on.
Brock will take it. He can drink it without getting irradiated. Unless
Yep.
if somebody wants to take it so that they drink it and get irradiated. Oh.
It's tempting. I mean, I grab it. Maybe if I want more damage, I'll drink it.
Man, we're in dirty water.
Yeah.
We're standing in it right here.
Yeah, you're in dirty water.
Look,
There's
look
dirty
back.
water all around you. This place is flooded. Obviously, you're avoiding it because it's radiated, but there is dirty water all around. Okay, you've scavenged this room. There's no more to be found in here. You may proceed with the navigation rolls, and I think it's Happy next. Is that right? Brock was the last one, eh?
Yes.
Happy, tell me how you're gonna unlost your lost group.
I think I kind of want to make markings on the wall.
Yep, like you
and
saw
see if we
before.
can, like,
Hey.
yeah.
Okay.
So we can kind of see where we've been.
Okay.
What would that be, like a strength check so I can like carve it in there? Or...
No, absolutely not a strength check. That's going to be an intelligence
Probably survival, me.
and survival.
Yeah.
Difficulty 3.
We'll do it. Intelligence and survival.
And I assume someone's given... No, you've got a fucking headlamp. You've got the power armor. Keep forgetting you've got power armor now as well. So it's not increased difficulty for the darkness for you. Okay, difficulty 3. No assists, but you may spend action points.
Let's see. We got 3. I guess I'll spend 3 to see what I can do
Get
here.
the 2 extra dice, okay.
Yeah, so I'll roll 40-20. And you want intelligence and survival.
4d20 away. Oh, it'll be half-time break soon. We can afford d20.
Okay.
You got
Oof.
1 success. You need another 2. Okay, there's no complications on that, so we can just fail forward and move on to the next person if we want.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we move on to Deacon, Brother, Doctor, President Dimglow, the Alpha.
All right. All right. So
Yeah.
we have been seeing these markings on the wall. Are we still seeing those?
You still so you'll see one, and then you'll see another one, but then you won't see any more for a long time. And by the time you see another one, you can't even remember when you saw the last one, and they're not helping.
Okay. Well, I'm once again going to use my intelligence because my perception is horrible,
And then
and I'm going to try and
when you sorry, what? I'll
like,
interrupt for 1
figure out
second.
a
When you do
pattern.
see one, it's like you're always convinced that you saw the same one before.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead, David. I'm
Exactly.
sorry to
So
interrupt.
I'm going to try to use my mind to find some sort of pattern or distinction in these markings to help us actually move forward.
That's 100% going to be intelligence survival again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Survival.
Same old.
I'm
No,
going
no assists, but you may spend action points.
And what's the difficulty?
Difficulty's 3. Complication range is 17 to 20.
Okay, I'm gonna spend. Wait, before I do that, I still have
he
my
The 20 with his headlamp still?
The complication range is always the complication range. That doesn't change.
Before I do that, I still have my corncob bob personal trinket in my pocket, and I'm just going to remember the times when we were actually on the surface, and I long for them, which regenerates 1 of my luck points.
It's been a
just to be
while.
certain.
In fact, now that you think about that, David Dimglow, You realise that you don't even know how long it is since you rested. It could have been half a day, it could have been a day, it could have been a day and a half, it could have been 2 days, and all of a sudden, you feel really tired. Like exhaustion just like hits you like that with the thought. And you're so tired and you feel like you've been up for 48 hours. I'm not going to impose any mechanical impact because of that at this point, but I want you to be aware that you're suddenly very aware of being very, very knackered.
Okay, good that we know that. And so I have 1 luck point. I'm gonna spend the 3 AP we have for my intelligent survival check.
So that's
and I'm gonna use that luck point to reroll that 20.
Is this your last luck point?
It's my last.
Oh, that's
again,
fucking fantastic news. Amazing. I love to hear it.
So, survival.
I think you'll be the only one with any left, Brock, right?
Yeah, I got some luck. I got 3 left.
There we go.
You managed
3 successes and no complications.
You managed to get 3 successes with no complications. Okay. So, I'll move you to another part of the map.
And do we figure out like a pattern in these markings now? Or like some logic behind them?
No. Yeah, there is, and I can. There was like one mark for this is a safe passage, and there was a mark for this is an unsafe passage. That's what it was.
Okay.
But you're not sure at times if you can even remember which was which. It's so.
Okay.
You're so tired now, so lethargic, so mentally exhausted as well. Okay, you are here now. Oh, for some reason, again, it's removed all your initiative orders for me. If you could pop them back up again, guys, sorry. I don't know what it is that I'm doing that's deleting them all.
There we go. That's fine with me.
Oh, Turok's got 1 luck left. What's yours, Turok? 17. But we're just in order for doing things. Oh, Turok's there twice for me. Who's not there? Happy. Can you roll yours? Or no, it's actually, I can just do this. And then add it. Happy's 10. Okay. And where were we in the order? It was...
Demglow just rolled.
Demglow just rolled, so we're back to Turok. Turok. Oh no, that's for the next test. Sorry, I've still got this thing that you just found to do. So, the rusty upper torso of a utility protectron rests on its side atop the destroyed frame of its ruined tool cart. The frayed wires and cloven metal of its body make it clear it was separated forcefully from its lower half, which languishes in a pool of stagnant water nearby. Little can be seen of the robot's once stylish Genetech white paint, and even less of the red double helix with which you're now familiar. Somehow, the robot's ancient circuitry still functions, and it flickers weakly to life as you approach. Welcome, Supervisor. This unit has suffered critical damage. Mobility compromised. How can I be of assistance? And there's a Protectron.
Do we know the room we're looking for? The name of the room we're looking for?
No.
No, we're just looking for an exit from this, more or less.
I look over at the Protectron. It doesn't have legs anymore, does it?
It's got no legs, and he's just lying on his side. The bottom half of it's gone. It's a miracle it's working.
Okay. Greetings, Ancient One. We are looking for a path to descend deeper into this facility.
Greetings, Supervisor. You head west from here, and I'm just double checking on my map. West, south slightly, and west from here. Now that, because you asked that question in specific, David, rewards you with 1 free D20 on the next skill test to navigate the labyrinth. So on Turok's turn navigating the labyrinth, next turn, Turok, remember that you get 1 free D20. So your first extra your third D20 is free on your skill test.
And Dimglow is also going to pick up the Protectron, and I'm gonna take him along.
Oh well, even without its bottom half, it still weighs probably 400-500 pounds. You probably can't just pick it up, even with
Is that
power
something I
armor
can
on.
do with my power armor?
I mean, maybe 2 of you can pick it up with power armor. What's the maximum you can carry? It should say what your maximum carry weight is, and I'm going to say this thing, half of it's probably 500 pounds.
To 60, but that's without the power armor, I think. No, it's 260.
Yeah, I think even the 2 of you in power armor are going to struggle to lift even half of one of these things up.
Jeff, you're mute.
Oh, are you mute, Jeff? Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking at that screen.
So a heavy load is like twice your max carry weight.
Right.
And you have like some kind of penalties on it. Like I don't remember what. I could try to find this real quick. But like he should be able to carry it.
Okay,
should be able to carry it.
Okay.
It's got 11 strength from power armor.
It's not going to be a simple effort, but it's going to be possible then. But it's not going to be a case of just walking over and picking it up like a baby. No.
Yeah, no, he would be like encumbered and take like a penalty.
Yeah, you'll not be able to. Yeah, you won't be able to move full speed or anything while carrying it.
But Brock was also gonna bringing this dude seems like a good idea, and we've got enough power armor people and Brock that we can figure it out. But we get wrecked for carrying him, but we're gonna do it. We just gently set him down when combat happens.
Well,
does it weigh less because it's missing its legs?
Let me reread something. It did say something about it being in a cart.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, that
Even,
makes it.
Do we got a power jack down here? Like
its lower half, which languishes in a pool of standard. No, did I say tool cart? Yeah, atop the destroyed frame of a ruined tool cart. So it's on a cart which has wheels, but it does say it's a ruined tool cart, so it's not going to be easy to move it around.
Can I repair the tool cart?
We might have enough common materials.
Yeah,
Stuff.
I would say you can. It's pretty wrecked, so I would say it's going to be a max difficulty, science, intelligence repair. Sorry, no, not even max.
I have a multi-tool. Does that help?
Not max difficulty. Difficulty 4. And I think a multi-tool does help.
Hold on, I have
if you need a multi-tool,
a deluxe toolbox, which reduces my difficulty.
Oh, we did get the toolbox. That's right.
It's difficulty 3.
Yeah. And
let's say it does start at 5 then, because if you can bring it down 1, I want it to be at least 4. So let's say it starts off at 5.
Can we spend materials to lower the difficulty?
No, you can spend action points on the roll, but you can't spend materials to lower the difficulty.
Okay, then in that case, I'm just going.
Right,
How much?
So it's going to be 4
we spend the 3 of them
with your decrease.
Yeah. Shall we spend the 3 AP or shall I buy more?
And remember, people
can assist this time.
Yes, people can assist us.
Okay, in that case, I'm going for a repair check, and I'm gonna spend 1 D20 because I'm sure I can get at least 1 success. And I get at least 1 success.
Okay, so you need 3 more from the assists or from however else you do it.
Can the warden help us?
Yeah.
I mean, she's also there.
I'll let her roll an assist on it. What is it? Okay. Repair intelligence?
Repair intelligence.
Yeah, she can roll 1.
Everyone else can also assist.
Intelligence repair, 1 dice, everybody.
Brock's terrible at this. Brock will only give us complications. So
Can we use your strength to, like, you know, if you hit it, sometimes it fixes things. You flatten it out a little better.
I'll go AFK for a second, but I can still hear you guys.
Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay,
Sort
so-
this out amongst yourselves.
Repair intelligence. Okay. 1d20.
maybe if he'll let me use like this is to fix the cart we're doing. Brock could do like strength repair to try to bend broken pieces of metal back in place.
Yeah.
He's got his beer
We can
muscles
allow
on.
Yeah, that's true. Beer muscles.
Oh my god. I fucking lost where this is.
You're right, I can allow that, and I will allow it in this case. You can use a strength repair. If anybody else... Oh, so you've got an intelligence repair, so that's 2 with Turok's assist.
Mhm.
I'll let you use strength, yeah.
Wait, and
Let me,
Turok also has like someone had a. So I have the repair box, the toolbox, but someone else has something else as well for repair tests.
I don't
right?
think 2 of them will stack and decrease it again.
Okay.
I think you need
I-
one more success.
I do have a multi-tool, yeah.
Here's Brock's
If you let me do a strength check, I'll reroll it, but I'd hit it like the Fonz, like A.
Oh,
I'll,
I'm gonna use
I'll let you reroll it on strength if you want, Matthew. Brock's got it anyway. Brock's done it.
Okay. I'll see if I can generate some points.
So you managed to repair the tool cart that the Sentry Bot is lying on, so it can be moved around if someone dragged it around, and it'll move easier. I'd say you still probably couldn't move at full speed. You're still probably gonna have to, if you were in a combat situation, probably spend action points to move at full speed. You're not gonna move at full speed, but for the time being, anyway, you've got it mobile.
Sounds like a job for the Warden Clara, right?
Yeah.
Amazing.
think so.
Are you gonna attempt to take it with you?
Yeah, we're gonna take it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. Moving on. Who's next on the thing? It's Max, and you were decreased difficulty by 1 this time. So, tell me this time how it's difficulty 2 this time. How's Turok getting you guys through this labyrinth? How is Turok getting you guys unlost?
I'm still gonna do survival.
Survival, intelligence, survival. Just trying to fucking work it out. Just using your wits. Okay. And I give you the dog can do the thing as well. So, so no, because you're not doing a perception test. So no, if you were doing it a perception survival, I would say the dog can assist and decrease difficulty. But if you're doing it intelligence,
That's what I'm.
yeah, perception,
Yeah.
yeah, because the dog can't help think with you for an intelligence one, but it can help you look for a perception one, definitely.
Yep.
So difficulty comes down to 1, and the dog gets to assist.
And I think I get a free one because of the robot.
Oh no, it's not fuck. You're not getting
We
anything
do
from
get
the
a
robot.
place
It's,
too.
yeah, no. He's not allowing it. You're not getting any assists from this half-functional robot. It's only barely functional.
Well, no, didn't we get a bonus dice for just dealing with it? You said we got an extra dice
Yeah.
for free on our next
Oh,
one. of
that's
these.
right. Yeah,
D20.
that's right, Max.
Yeah, that's
So-
the only reason. I was
No,
doing
that's
that.
right. It wasn't a decreased difficulty. It was an extra. It was a free extra dice. That's right. So your difficulty is 3, but it comes down to 2 with the dog, and your first your first extra d20 is free. That's what it is. So it's difficulty 2. The dog assists, and your first d20 is free.
So, and I have to spend 2 EP for the next one, or is it 1 AP?
No, it's
First one's free.
the first one's free, so you'll get the second extra dice. It'll still cost you 2 action points to buy it. It still costs you 2 for that one and 3 for the other one. You get the 1 pointer for
Okay.
free.
I'm gonna use the other 2 for that one.
Okay, so you've got 4 dice, and the difficulty is 2. You've got 2. You've got 2 and 1. Oh, you've got 3, so you gain an action point, and you've got a complication. Spending your last luck point to get rid of the complication, or are you keeping the complication?
I'm keeping the complication.
Okay, roll me a d8. We've had most of these now. In fact, I think there's only 1, 2 left. So, 1 to 4 it's the first one, 5 to 8 it's the second one. So that's the first one. Okay. A sudden collapse is triggered in the passage, which separates the PC from the rest of the group. So that's quite easy to do, because we can just pop you over there just now. Their light source is broken, or lost if they had one, and they're now trapped alone in a pitch dark tunnel, and must find their way back to the rest of the team. So, there's a good, it's a good time for us to have our half-time breaks. It is about that time, and you can think about how you're going to get yourself out of this one where you're stuck, separated from the group by yourself. Turok. Stay tuned, Twitch. We'll be back in about 13 minutes.
Okay.
Or no.
And we're back for part 2, session 8, Secrets of the Verdant Vale. And Turok has become separated from the group. Tell me, Turok, what are you going to do to get out of this?
I'm not doing anything. I'm just staying where I'm at.
You're just going to wait?
Nope. No, that's all I can do.
Okay. It's cold. It's dark. You can't see anything. You don't hear your companions. You don't know where you are compared to them. What are the rest of you doing?
We're trying to dig him out.
You're going to try and dig them out. What are you going to use to dig?
Well, our big burly muscles and exoskeletons. we're going to use strength athletics.
You're going to need some sort of shovel, though. So, have you still got a board or something like that in your possession?
Let's.
What? Yeah. Yes, let's
I
see
mean,
what I
this
do
dude's
have
got
here.
an axe. He can cut his way through some difficult things. I do have a board. Oh my god.
I have a baseball bat which I can use.
So,
as a,
I would say you're going to need
well,
the
to
axe
lift
and
up.
the board, because you need the axe to cut through roots. Because there's roots and
I have a
vines
tire
all over this place. You've got a tire iron to separate them. You've got the board to dig the dirt out. I'd say if all of you can
Can I use my baseball bat as a lever?
I suppose. Between you, with the tools you've got, you can make a test, and it's going to be based on strength. And you can either roll repair or survival, I guess. Somebody's going to lead it. The other two of you are going to assist. The dog can definitely assist because it digs. The dog's like... Dogs are great at digging. It can definitely assist. And I'm going to make it difficult. It's supposed to be scary. It's got to be difficulty 4.
I've strength survival 15.
That's probably the best.
I don't have it tagged.
I don't have survival tagged either, but I have a strength survival 15.
Yeah, mine's only 13 because mine's around that too.
Okay, difficulty 4.
I think maybe Brock will lead because he has
Okay.
the beard roll.
Okay, great.
uh,
Alcoholism.
Strength.
That will assist. Okay.
Yeah, I will assist as well.
This is. I assume the survival part is to make it so that this thing doesn't just collapse on us again while we're doing this.
100%.
But I will. I'll give you 2 AP to buy my 4th die.
Oh yes, I'm up to 55, folks.
I'm sure.
Look at that.
Right.
And we can get our assists in there.
Throw Turok. It's a good.
Friend.
It takes a good hour. It is a while, and you're there alone for a long time, and you hear nothing. But that hour, I guess, that could feel like a number of hours to you in a total, with sensory isolation like that, with nothing but your own thoughts, not even a visual or oral stimulation at all. You're gonna feel like that's gonna feel like hours. That 1 hour, half an hour, or 1 hour that goes by is gonna feel like hours to you. But they do manage to dig through, and eventually you'll hear the sound of the dirt moving at a wall somewhere near you, and then you'll see the light shining through, and then they will find you, and you will be returned to the group.
And we can all roll the assists for additional AP,
You can
right?
still roll assists for AP, and that's one.
Strength. It was strength survival.
Yep. Strength survival or strength repair if it's any better for you.
Repair.
The dog could roll an assist, Max, if you want.
No, he's fine.
Okay. So, that was Turok on the navigation tests. Next, it's Brock. So Brock, tell me now again this time how you are finding your way through the labyrinth that is these maintenance tunnels. I mean, I don't mind you using the same roll again, but just tell me a little bit more flavor text.
Well, this time we've got our robot friend with us, right?
To a certain extent, I'm not going to... There's going to come a point where it's going to be impassable with the cart, but yeah, I would say for now you've got him with you. You may use him for flavor text.
I mean, if it's going to be like hard with the cart, I want to do some like strength athletics to kind of manage to muscle it through when I need it. Like I want
to give it a bump over the things.
I think that's maybe how I'm gonna strength athletics. Then is that I'm gonna do strength athletics
push the
to
cart.
Like, keep the robot with us,
right?
And kind of
Okay.
inquire him on directions while we go.
I'm gonna increase the difficulty to 4 then.
Okay. It's the only way Brock knows.
But you may do strength athletics.
I'm gonna give you 2 more AP.
Come on.
And I'm gonna reroll
57 like Heinz. Ooh, you've got your beer,
Reroll
so you can reroll that. It's still a complication.
I'm gonna reroll it with my thing. My shirt again.
Your athletic uniform.
Yeah. And that'll be it for this scene on the athletic uniform. But
Okay.
I got a 3.
You've got 3. There's no assist. It's fail forward though. So we're gonna treat the one mission success as a complication before we move on to the next breakthrough. So there's no D8 roll because we've got the last one left on the list, which will be this one. Tangling Roots. The PCs pass a section of the tunnel with a collapsed wall, which is overgrown with tangled roots, and each player must make an Agility and Athletics 3 or Strength and Athletics 3.
Okay.
Strength and athletics it is for me.
Athletics with Strength or Agility, difficulty 3. I'll say that the dog gets through for free, Max. I'll say that this one, the dog doesn't get to assist you, but it doesn't have to roll. Because it's smaller and wider, it can get through without having to pass a test. That's what I'll say for the dog this time.
Oliver, you may increase your agility, your AP by 1.
Yay.
I don't get through.
58. It's not that you don't get through, something will happen to you. I'll wait until everybody else has rolled first, though.
You may increase your AP by another 1. I'm gonna go next and try to gen. I'm gonna beer my way through.
You bear your way through. Turok and Happy.
You may increase it by 1 as well, because I want to get my chance at a free reroll.
60.
There we go. 3 successes.
So it's agility athletics or strength athletics. You've got your 3. Max.
I'm gonna buy 2 from you.
Buying 2 dice, so you're spending 3 action points. Cool. 63. Okay.
Oh, nice.
So you've got 4. So you gain an action point back, and that's not a complication. Because it's a fail, not a complication. Okay, so you've done the last of my complications trials, but who is it that didn't make a success? David. Was it you, Demgo, that didn't get a success? Didn't get enough 3 successes? You're muted.
Yeah, he didn't get it.
Yeah, okay. So
Info
I need,
didn't succeed.
I need you to roll some dice then, David, because...
Okay. Will you have me roll?
Active prawns.
Roll a hit location dice.
Okay.
Your torso is immediately grabbed and restrained by a vine that comes out and grabs you, and it restrains you, and you will take 3 combat dice breaking physical damage to your torso. Breaking. Doesn't get through damage reduction, but destroys it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's...
You lose 1.
I don't take...
You lose 1 damage
but I do lose
reduction
1.
on your torso.
Yeah. Is there a way to repair breaking? I'm not sure.
It's just a repair test.
Yeah, I imagine it's just a repair
Okay.
test.
But you are
I
trapped
forget
by
this.
this vine, and it will continue to do crushing damage unless you or someone does something about it.
I'm just going to try and use my power armor to push my way out of it.
The rest,
So you can try to get Brock to help you.
the rest of
Yeah,
you are
sure.
through, so we'll just signify that by putting the rest of you on the other side of this thing. You're on a different part of the map, but we'll just do it like this.
I require assistance, brothers.
Rocky, you gonna try and get him out?
I think
Worry now.
You can make a.
Yeah, Brock will give him the assist. I'll like try to pull him through.
Okay,
So
so
grab onto.
it's
part
just
of his power.
another strength and athletics test. Difficulty 3, but this
Or
time
survival.
you can. No,
Right.
strength and athletics this time.
Strength athletics.
And you can have an assist from Brock. It's difficulty 3.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 1 AP.
You got 1. Okay, cool. 4 successes. You free yourself from the vine, and it shrinks back to where it was as you get away from it. Now,
Okay.
we are going to come across the last of the discoveries. But there's going to become a point where your Protectron is not going to be able to come with you anymore. In fact, it's going to get a point where as you're bumping over one of those vines, Brock, it's going to fall off the cart and crash and take irreparable damage. It was already on its last legs, but you've killed it by moving it. Nice try.
Last part.
It had no legs. It was already past its last legs, and then you moved it, so it's fucked. It already had no legs, and then you tried to move it, so it was past its last legs, to be fair. So it is gone.
gave it one last ride.
Yeah, I'm going to move you to another map section, boys. And then we'll do the last.
It's been there for years, and
For
finally
discoveries.
it had a final adventure.
Yeah, it's just been in there for 30 years, like singing to itself.
And its last adventure was just getting bumped along the fucking hallway a little bit, and then falling off the thing and dying.
Wingwoe is dead.
Pulling that 5 feet to its death was the most exciting thing to happen in years.
It was only about 3 feet. It was just a wee tool cart. It fell like 3 feet and died. Not even 5 foot fall.
The Robo Brain just falling down some stairs.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Whose role was that last time? Because the initiative order can stay away, because it's fine. That was the last one. So we can leave the initiative
Brock.
order away. It was Brock. Okay, I'm going to reveal an area for you. A small one.
Actually, it wasn't Brock. It was Turok.
That was Turok's one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because he was the one who ended up on the other side of the thing.
That's right, yeah. Because that was his complication. He succeeded, but then we got that complication. That's right. Okay. Let me pull it up on the PDF so I'm not looking down at the book to read this. Even though I still need to look at the book to read this because I've got my notes. A skeleton lies inside a small alcove behind a collapsed segment of rubble that's intertwined with roots and vines and blocks a tunnel beyond. There's piles of slippery concrete to either side and oozing stumps of chopped roots indicate that this passage was cleared recently. The skeleton's left leg has been crushed beneath a large piece of fallen concrete, and it wears the rotten remains of Genetech security armour. A faded ID badge nearby reads Alex Peloski. That's P-O-L-O-S-K-Y. In fact, I'll put it into the chat for you folks. Its algae-covered right arm is reaching forwards as if it spent its final minutes trying to crawl away towards the metal staircase ahead, which is just beyond you there.
I guess we're gonna poke around on this guy.
You want to poke around on him?
Yeah.
Okay. You can search his body with a Perception Survival 0 test.
I mean, it's survival 0. I only got a 7.
It's a survival. It's a difficulty 0, and you can all assist. So you've got 0 successes, which is still a success because it's difficulty 0. So you will pass, and you can all assist still if you want for action points.
And which?
Oh no, you can't assist because you didn't get any successes. What did you say, David?
Oh no, never mind. You answered my question.
Yeah, there's no assist. Sorry. So this is Alex Peloski. You'll find a few scraps of pre-war money, worth 15 caps, a laser gun, and a small lockbox that's locked.
I was thinking of my other character has lockpicking. It's not this one.
Well, it could be
Anybody
unlocked.
want to try to open that the delicate way before Brock does strength lockpick?
There is options. It's Perception Lockpick 2 or Strength Athletics 3.
I think Strength Athletics seems like the best one.
It's only a 3,
I'm pretty sure
Brock.
Brock can do it. Yeah, I think you just pulling it open seems great.
Yeah,
See if you can-
exactly.
See if you can crack it
Brock-
open like a coconut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a pistachio.
Mm-hmm.
Brock's big finger.
That's one, and you needed 3. Oh, that's only another one. That's 2.
Yeah, that's where I run out of this.
Brock's failed on a strength test. Would anybody like to do a Perception Lockpick 2?
I didn't bring enough dice.
Can I assist with a strength test? Like, just use my power armor to rip it
Well,
open?
he's got a success, so I would say, yeah, you could try. Like, get the lid off this jar for me. Oh, I've loosened it up for you. Go for it. Go
I'll see
for
what he
it.
does analysis too.
It's a fail forward. You need to get it. So yeah, okay.
I loosened it up for him.
You loosened it up for him exactly. It's a fail forward. You need to get it. So
It's like it's the pickle jar. The super mutant had trouble with the pickle jar.
inside there are
armor better grip than stubby mutant finger.
inside the lockbox there are several detailed files on projects Chimera and Gaia, as well as a complete handwritten copy of Alex Peloski, this person's expose of Genetech's unethical and illegal business practices. And it's clear that he was going to go public with these findings.
Okay.
The best news for you is this is the final breakthrough needed. Discovering it will allow the PCs to find their way out of the maintenance tunnels.
Oh,
Finally.
Oh, praise Adam.
Praise Adam.
But you're not out of the water just as easily as that. As you are examining Peloski's skeleton, you hear the familiar noise now of the rattle of the strange tail and the growling dog-like sounds of the Nightstalker pack. It seems that they have caught up with you, and I would like you all to put your initiatives up.
I'm sure everything's gonna be just fine.
Enjoyed our last encounter with her.
I hope you remember your last encounter with him.
Remember how it ended.
I mean, I became the alpha, so.
Hey, you got a whole nother title.
Yeah.
Oops. Just copy pasted the whole wrong thing there. Oh shit.
Oh, jeez.
Is that the right amount of action points? Have you guys got one or have you got more than that?
I would think we just got the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna delete these. And I wanna just do this. One minute, boys. Just got to fix their tokens.
Would the alpha have followed us if we had left it alive? I wonder.
Do you want to know, or is that spoilers?
Well, the alpha's dead, so I don't think there's much spoilers left.
So you see at least 5 of these Nightstalkers. Yeah. Let me just pull up our character sheet. Check what the initiatives are. 10. Okay. They're going to attack first. One of them is.
Jeez. Oh my god.
Let's do the thing. I'll reveal a little bit more map so it's a little easier to see. How's that? It's a bit better, boys. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
So, first of all, one of the Nightstalkers is going to attack. And we're going to start with one of them on Dim Glow. And how many action points have I got? I've got 63. I'm not going to spend any. I'm going to see how it goes with just a normal attack first. 1. Do I only need 1 to hit you?
Yep.
Okay. How does that do?
Doesn't go through my armor, regardless of which body parts.
Okay. And that's the initial one that starts with the initial attack. So we then move on to Turok. Turok. You're under siege by Nightcrawlers again. Nightstalkers. I keep getting it wrong.
I'm gonna shoot this one.
Yep, okay. He's 1 zone away, so you're medium range.
Yep, I'm gonna aim because I'm not moving.
Okay. So you get a reroll. I think you've got an extra thing. You've got a perk that can do other things with aim as well, haven't you? You only need one to hit him, so you'll gain an action point. Five. Okay, roll a body part. That's its front left leg. And it's got 1 damage reduction, so it's going to take 4 damage to it. Okay. You're not doing any rerolls because you've got 2 successes with the 2 dice, right? Okay. Anything else? Well, hang on. There's only 1 action point. You can't do anything else. Warden Clara is going to run up the stairs. So there's stairs here, and she's going to run up them. And she's going to be like, "There's a door! Run for this door! Run, you fools! Remember last time! Run, you fools!" And she's going to run up to the door. And I'm just going to move her into that zone to show that she's at the door. Just moves her out the way.
Yeah, I yell my dog to go with her. Like,
Ah, okay. I think it costs you... Does it not cost you 1 action point to get the dog to do its own action?
No, you just tell it just to go with her.
If it was a major action, but it's the dog's just
only
going.
move in, right? That's right. Yeah, it's not a major action. Okay, so the dog goes with her. The door is still open though. She's holding it open. A big heavy door. She's holding it open. She's like, "Fucking move, you idiots! Remember last time." And it's your turn. No, it's not Turok. That was your turn. It is Brock's turn.
I can hit this one that's next to me, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Without you moving. This one you mean?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll spend an action point for
1.
Reroll with my thing. I believe. Oh,
so up to here was a scene, by the way. So for Happy and for Dimglow, remove 1 power cell. This is a new scene. So if you want to do that reroll, you'll need to drink another beer. I'll do it after that one. You can do it. I'll say it after that one. I'm saying it's a new scene, so you can get that one.
Yeah. Brock sweats out his last bit of alcohol.
Yeah, the last bit of alcohol sweats out, and it's a new scene. But I'll give you that. I'll give you that reroll though. I'll let you have that one because I did announce it after we'd started fighting, Jeff. So I'll let you have that one.
I'll do 9 to that guy.
You'll do 9. Okay. Which body part?
One of the legs.
Okay, well 9's enough to almost take it out, and you cripple its front right leg. Front right paw is crippled. And you run. You go for the door.
I have enough AP to do anything else, so Brock will take over. He'll get, like, I know that can't do a readied thing because I don't have the action points, but he's going to get ready to bonk anything that might come after.
Okay. So it's now the Nightstalker's turn. This one has got a crippled leg, so he's not moving. He still can attack you, and he can attack with his other thing. So he's not at any penalty, Jeff. Am I right? This attack won't be at any penalty.
If he's not going anywhere.
So I'll deal with him first, the one that's right there. So this is on Dimglow. I hit you. And I'm going to spend 3 action points on the damage.
Okay.
Just to take me to a nice round 60, you know?
That goes through for 2 damage, but it's gonna take
this body part.
HP of my power.
Left arm.
Which is? Left arm? Okay, so I'm gonna lose 2 HP on my left arm. Hold on. Oh, hold on, I still have a perk as well. When I'm struck with a melee attack because of my blocker, my resistance is increased by 1, so it's just 1 damage.
So you're taking 1 damage, but you're still going to get 2 poison damage as well. Applied
Does my
separately.
power armor block it?
If any damage gets through, then you will take the poison.
Well, you do the damage to my
It's
power
not
armor.
you taking the
my
damage,
body.
it's the power armor taking the damage. That's
Yeah.
right, yeah, you'll not take
Yeah.
the poison. You're correct, you'll not take the poison damage.
Mhm.
You're right. Power armor blocks it. But your power armor will take some damage, though.
Yeah,
from
1
that.
damage.
Yeah.
Thanks to my blocker perk.
Okay. I'm just having a quick check of its sheet for its... Yeah, that's good. Okay, the next one. It's going to move in here. In fact, let's do a clockwise thing starting from bottom left. So this one moves in, and it's going to go for a piece of dim glow as well,
Okay.
with a bitey. And I'm going to spend 3 on the damage.
Succeeds. Okay.
Any of that go through?
Once again,
Damage in
Depending
your
on the
power armor.
body part.
Body part is the left leg.
Okay, so that's 1 damage on my left leg.
This one is going to come in, and he's going to attack you.
Okay.
And I'm going to
Just slowly chipping away at my power armor.
slowly chipping away, and I'm going to spend 3 on the damage. I don't know if any of that's going through this time, is it?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Well, it was on that body part anyway. Right, left leg? Yeah, left leg. Okay, this one.
Not going through.
Misses. And this one, he's going to go for happy. They're going to get second bite and power armor in a minute and have a look at somebody else, though. He misses. That is all of the Nightstalkers. Happy's turn.
I'm just gonna attack the one that bit me.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna run away. Just because I can. Revenge. I'll show you how to bite. How many? You don't have any action points?
You're on 0 currently. I'm on 54.
I'm gonna buy 1 dice.
You're brave.
See if I... Oh,
Oh, that's all sorts of colours. The rainbow. So that's 3 successes and a complication. Right. So you've got your 3 successes and you gain 2 action points. With the complication,
this isn't technically a skill check, is it?
oh yeah, because it's a melee weapon skill check, and attack counts as a melee weapon skill check.
I have scoundrel. I
Right.
did buy it. Or daring nature. Sorry,
Daring
is-
nature.
no,
That's right.
Yeah.
Whenever you buy
Stop.
AP from the GM, you get to reroll
Yeah.
1 dice for free.
There we go.
Oh,
It's not a
there you
20, so yeah, shoo.
You got
I was like, wait,
complication
hold
is
on.
one. Yeah, you can roll some damage.
Okay.
This is
I think I'm just gonna use. I'm not gonna do a second attack this turn, so I'm gonna use 2 AP to get 2 more dice in there.
Okay. Worth
Correct.
it. Worth it because you hit on the 2 extra dice. So that's 7 with 1 piercing. So you ignore its. It's got 1 damage reduction all over. So you ignore its damage reduction and do 7 damage. On which body part? Its back right leg. So you kill it. That one's dead.
Like, get out of here. That's how you bite someone. And I run to this elevator or door.
You
Whatever
run
it
up
may
some
be.
stairs to a door, yeah. Turok.
I just move into here.
Okay. You can still, it's stairs, so you could shoot down the stairs and you can still see into that zone if you want to take a shot.
No, I'm not wasting my bullet.
Okay. Clara is going to, she's going to spend her turn shouting, "Come on, fucking come on!" And I can actually make I can make a roll and make that a rally, can't I?
Yeah, yeah.
Speech charisma.
Hey, did Brother Dimglove's character get deleted?
How so?
No, I don't think so.
No, he's here.
Oh, it's over there.
No,
That's
I mean
it.
on the tracker. I don't see him on turn order.
Oh yeah.
It seems I'm not there. Hold on. I'll
I'll put it up. What's your
add
initiative?
myself to the initiative. It's 9, so I'm last anyway.
He'd be right after me. Which probably means he goes before Clara. Clara.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. So it means you go before Turok. Turok's taking his turn though. So you go now, Dimglow, and then
Yeah,
we'll move on.
Okay.
Said Dimglow
Yeah,
should've-
you're right, Max. Thank
Alright,
you.
so
Thank
Good
you,
catch.
Max.
Good catch.
No problem.
Dimglow is going to use his major action to hit the Nightstalker up here.
Okay. You hit
And I
him.
generate 2 AP, I believe.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna roll my damage. And
Oh.
Body part.
He had 1 hit point. Tell me what that overkill
body
looks
part.
like. That's a torso.
I just
Oh.
completely smack
You just
it in the
tenderized
torso
him.
and you hear the ribs crack underneath the
Tenderized.
wave of my super sledge. And then I move into the next zone.
Okay. So with the 3 remaining Nightstalkers at your heels, you will be able to make it out of here. So Clara's already opened the door. Once inside, the door can be closed and locked. So this door is now locked. Moments later, you hear the Nightstalker slamming against it, scratching, biting, and howling, but to no avail. The door is closed, and you, for now, are safe from the Nightstalkers. And also, with finding your way up these stairs, you have managed to find your way out of the maintenance tunnels below Genetic, which means that you've completed Chapter 3, Depths of Deceit. And should you choose to take a rest, in fact, I would say that at this point you're probably all going to drop down exhausted, and I'm going to give you a forced rest. You're all going to fall asleep. We'll worry about the food and drink later. You're all going to fall asleep, absolutely shattered, absolutely stressed, terrified. You sit down for a moment to breathe, and you wake up 8 hours later. You're going to fall asleep. So with completing Chapter 3, you will get to rest and level up. So you can all refresh your luck and
Awesome.
increase your character's levels to level 10. And we will return in 2 weeks for Session 9, which will be Chapter 4, Ancient Relics. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Those loved it.
Thank you.
Well done. You completed Chapter 3.
I realize this is in my item, so I'm gonna get a good night's rest after reading the Sexy Pinup Vault Edition 69. I just realized it was in there when I was looking
A
at my
man of
charges. I
culture.
was like, what did...
A man
yeah,
of
man of
culture.
culture.
I love to see it.
Oh,
I love
time
to
for
see
a
it.
little. Time for a little happy. Time for happy to be happy.
Amazing. Well done on completing Chapter 3, gentlemen, and you are now level 10. We'll work out the logistics in between sessions, and we can work out what you need to eat and drink, because we're doing a rest in the end of the day. But I
good.
will do an outro for YouTube. Stay in your seats and we'll do a raid on Twitch. So, well
Okay,
done.
great.
You survived Chapter 3. We have 2 more chapters to
Hell yeah.
go. The next one we will continue in 2 weeks. So well done, Max, David, Jeff, and Matthew. You've completed
catch up.
Chapter 3. Thank you very much for watching. Twitch, we love you. YouTube, sorry, we say goodnight to YouTube first. Thank you very much for watching YouTube. We will be back in 2 weeks with RxOliver and the gang. Remember, war never changes. Good night.
Atom provides.
Atom provides. Adam really provided this time.
Yeah, Atom really provided.